in his hand, so he's got one knight ahead of orange. Joe also has a road building card, which is really useful for him because he doesn't have brick. So Joe, if I were him, I would think to maybe extend to this 10-5-9, which are really good numbers, would give him sheep. Then all he has to do is get the sheep port. So we'll see what Joe's going to do as play goes to red. And back to Joe. Joe's going to play a knight, get this knight off of his rock. Meanwhile, he's thinking about how he can block orange, who has gained the longest road and jumped to 7 points. He's going to try to stop his brick, to stop his road, as play goes back to orange. So a lot of brick coming in. Orange has the brick port, so orange is going to buy a development card. Could be a knight. This could be orange's second knight. If orange does get largest army, he would jump to 9 points, and I think it's going to be fairly easy for orange to get cities just because of his power 6 here in the north and the really great wheat in the bottom right. So orange extends his road to 6. I don't think anyone can really catch his longest road. Joe might use the road building card to maybe link up his roads, but orange has a better shot at maintaining the longest road. So Joe's got to make sure that he doesn't let orange gain the largest army, because if orange gets both largest army and longest road, this could be bad news for both him and red. So both he and red are trailing by 4 points. Orange has a pretty solid game, even though he is blocked in his wheat. Orange has a lot of time to just sit back, chill out, get a drink, a cup of coffee, and let these rocks just come in. So play goes to red, who rolls a 5, giving orange yet more cards, is looking for wheat. Joe doesn't have it. And red does build a port for wood, doubling up on the 8, which is a solid number, and the wood port is going to be really useful for red because he already has the 10 and the 6 in the south. Joe, wow, really impressed by something. I don't know what. Probably a roll. Another 4. That's probably why Joe was surprised, because there's been a lot of 4s in this game. As play goes back to orange, who again has 7 points. He has 1 soldier, 1 development card in hand. This could be a victory point, bringing him to 8 points. When I'm playing settlers, I always think about the worst case scenario. So when I'm looking at orange, I think he could possibly have 8. If it's a soldier, which is another option, he is 1 dev card away from taking largest army. But Joe has 2 soldiers, so Joe is probably looking to take that from him, and the game was paused. I'm not sure why. Wow from Joe. As we are back in play, as orange builds a settlement, jumps to 8 points. He's got 1 dev card in his hand. This could be a victory point. Looks like orange is running away from this game. Joe says this is going to be a short game. He's got 3 points, trailing red by 1 point, but both red and Joe are trailing orange by a lot. And this goes to show you that wheat, when it is a rare resource in this game, you have got to get it. And if you don't have it, you definitely need a port to make up for it. And it's over. Red has left the game. Orange has won. 1 was a victory point card. He has longest road. He didn't need largest army. He has built a city here at the 5-10-8 to get the 10th point. He already had the city at the rock here in the north. So orange, with 2 cities and 3 settlements, has won the game. And yes, Joe is asking, was it a slaughter? He has 3 points, is saying it is crazy. It is as crazy. I couldn't get anything going. He corrects his spelling. It was crazy. This is Oregon Joe's first loss here at Settlers TV, but there wasn't much he could do. He had a tough opening placement and choice because wheat was in, what's the word? Wheat was lacking, and Sean, getting first choice, wisely took that solid 8 resource. I wonder if getting this 8-3 somehow would have been beneficial to either player, but this again goes to show that wheat is one of the most important resources in the game. It's used to build settlements, it's used to build cities, and it's used to build development cards. So without wheat, we have a famous motto here in the house that no wheat, guaranteed defeat. So that rings true today as Joe goes back to the lobby. Gonna look for another game. Don't want to end the night on a slaughter like that, so once again, just want to thank you for watching Settlers TV. Tune in next time for more tips and tactics, as I'm sure we'll be watching Oregon Joe and his campaigns on the island of Catan. See you next time.